5 years ago, when I was getting started in the stock market, the very first stock that I actually looked at is the one that we're going to actually talk about today. And what actually made me think about this stock first is because there's very few companies that have the whole UK economy rely on them just as much as this one does right here. So if you guys couldn't have guessed by now, the stock I'm on about is called National Grid, with the ticker symbol NG.L in the London Stock Exchange. And I'll be shocked if anyone in the UK watching this does not know who National Grid is, because they're the UK's #1 national distributor of electricity and natural gas. But even though I didn't see National Grid worthwhile investing in back then, it's been half a decade, guys. So how are they doing right now? That's the real question. Oh, but wait, before we can start actually diving into this, guys, I need you guys to support my brand. Do me that favor, guys, by liking this video, sharing it too, and subscribing with notification bell on as well. So starting off from where we left off, National Grid actually has a share price at this time recorded around £9.50 per share. And when you look at their share price, it looks all over the place, guys, especially in the last 6 months. Even though you can argue over the most recent couple of weeks, maybe there is a glimmer of hope in the sense of it is doing better compared to previously. But when you look at the 5-year time frame, this quickly gets removed, You automatically start to think that they are on a big decline. This stock looks like it's going through all sorts of motions, taking 10 steps forward to only take 10 steps back again. But the million-dollar question is, in the grand scheme of things, is right now a great opportunity to buy shares in a relatively good stock, or is this a prerequisite of what's to come for the stock? I believe the answer lies in the financial, starting off with the income statement. And straight off the bat, the total revenue is all over the place, guys. Shock. But what's easy to spot is that the highest revenue amongst the whole lot was in 2018, and it's a similar sort of thing for the total operating expenses too. However, the most distinctive and alarming thing of this income statement is when you look at the net income, it's half of what it was in 2018. This is a big red flag, guys. But maybe the balance sheet can pick up for where this income statement is really lacking. And it's a little bit better, you can argue, guys, because the total current assets can comfortably cover the total current liabilities. However, and this is a big however, it's only been like this recently. A year or two ago, things were actually reversed. And if debtors came knocking on National Grid's doors, asking for their money back straight away, because this is short-term debt when you think about it, National Grid wouldn't have had enough assets to be able to cover those debts. Problem. Fortunately, though, they have enough total assets to cover their total liabilities. And even when you take out the goodwill and intangible assets, which you guys know already is nonsense in the balance sheet, when you take that out of the picture, it's roughly £6,000 each and every year, they still have enough total assets to cover their total liabilities. It's always a positive thing to see that in a balance sheet. Although one thing that is a concern for me, when I look at stocks like National Grid, heavy industrial stocks, there is one thing I like to do with their balance sheet. I like to take their property, plant and equipment stuff out of the picture. Can this stock still cover all of their liabilities? And unfortunately, National Grid can't do that. And unfortunately, a lot of the things that we've seen in the income statement and balance sheet trickle down to the cash flow statement as well. When it comes to this stock making a profit day in, day out, the cash from operating activities, this stock goes through the motions. There's no consistency with it. The cash flow from investing activities is probably the only one ray of hope that you can see in the cash flow statement, because it's constantly getting more and more negative throughout the years, which illustrates a strong desire to want to invest more into the future. But this one good thing quickly gets outshone, by the cash flow from financing activities, because it's getting more and more positive throughout years, which shows that National Grid is looking to take out more debts, more loans to finance whatever they wish to do. And unfortunately, they're not putting this money to good use either. So this can cause a snowball effect where they're going down a slippery slope. Altogether, when I look at National Grid now, compared to 5 years ago, I don't think much has changed. The same uncertainty that I experienced 5 years ago is the same uncertainty that I'm experiencing right now. It's making me think, guys, I might have dodged a bullet here, and I'm so thankful that I've done enough due diligence to not have invested in this stock. But that's just my opinion, guys. From my experiences, what I want to know is, what do you guys think about National Grid in the London Stock Exchange? Tell me all about it down in the description box below. And whilst you're there, don't forget to like this video, guys, share it too, and subscribe with the notification bell on as well. It's your favourite YouTuber, DS Learn Finance, sharing my thoughts and my experiences with you guys every Sunday at 3 PM. Have a great day, people. Bye.